Welcome to our training tips to reduce A to Z guarantee claims and returns. Customers can file an A to Z guarantee claim to ask Amazon to investigate an order or product issue when the seller hasn't resolved the issue within 48 hours. You can access this information by searching for the Amazon's A to Z Guarantee Claims help page in Seller Central. Most customers don't need to resort to the claims process, however. In this training, we'll share tips to help you prevent A to Z guarantee claims and returns in the first place. A customer might submit a claim or request a return if the product they receive doesn't meet their expectations. Accurate product detail pages help customers make informed buying decisions. We recommend you describe your products accurately, use clear images, and check that your products are matched to the correct ASINs. In some instances, you might need to cancel a customer's order. For example, the customer may have placed an order for a product that's out of stock. To maintain the customer's trust, promptly cancel any out-of-stock orders and contact them with an explanation as soon as possible. Then proactively aim to only list available products that you can fulfill. Providing excellent customer service can also help reduce claims and return requests. A customer might submit a claim or request a return if they've messaged you and haven't received a response within 48 hours. They're required to contact you before raising a claim, so regularly check your buyer-seller messages and respond to customers promptly. The buyer-seller messaging service is your only approved method for communicating with Amazon customers. You can use this tool to respond to messages directly in Seller Central or your registered emails inbox. To access the Messages page, select the envelope icon in the top right corner of the Seller Central homepage. You'll use buyer-seller messaging to respond to product questions or order delivery issues. For order returns or related questions, customers must instead contact you through a return request. If a customer mistakenly contacts you about a return through buyer-seller messaging, instruct them to raise a request using the Online Return Center. To respond to a return request, select the main menu icon. Hover over Orders and select Manage Returns. A customer might submit a claim if they've sent you a return request and haven't received a response. Respond to return requests within 48 hours by either approving the request or closing it based on the order's return eligibility. Only close a return request if the order is ineligible for a return, and note that the claim will be granted if you incorrectly close an eligible one. If you close a claim for an ineligible order, always let the customer know why their order wasn't eligible. If you approve a return request, provide clear guidelines on how the customer can return the product. Your instructions must include a local return address or a prepaid return label. For instances where you don't want the product back, refund the customer and let them know they don't need to return it. If you'd like to update your return settings, select the gear icon in the top right corner of Seller Central and select Return Settings. Fulfill your orders with care using adequate packaging and trackable shipping methods. Tracked shipments allow customers to see the status of their delivery without needing to contact you first. We recommend you also add insurance or request a signature for high-value orders based on your business judgment or when Amazon requests it. The Valid Tracking Rate, or VTR, metric represents the total percentage of packages with a valid tracking number during a given 30-day period. You'll need to maintain a VTR of at least 95% on eligible orders you fulfill yourself to continue self-fulfilling orders without restrictions. To help meet this target, provide the name of the carrier, type of delivery service you're using, and tracking ID when you confirm a shipment. Follow these steps to confirm or edit tracking information. Select the main menu icon. Hover over Orders and choose Manage Orders. Enter the order ID into the search field and provide the revised tracking number. If you'd like to monitor your VTR and other shipping performance metrics, select the main menu icon. Hover over Performance and choose Account Health. Review the Shipping Performance section of the Account Health page. One way to help earn customers' trust and reduce claims is to follow through on your timing commitments. In other words, confirm order shipments before the ship-by date and ensure delivery is completed before the estimated delivery date. If a customer's delivery is delayed for any reason, notify them through buyer-seller messaging and verify that they agree to accept a late delivery. As a reminder, an order is considered shipped when the courier first scans the package, not when the order's shipping label is printed. Finally, we recommend using buy shipping services or buy shipping for order delivery. With buy shipping, you can purchase shipping labels individually or in bulk and ship, confirm, and track outgoing orders. Because these orders are delivered using a trusted network of shipping carriers, you're protected against A to Z guarantee claims if the claims are related to delivery issues and you ship the orders on time. To access buy shipping, select the main menu icon, hover over Orders, and choose Manage Orders. Find the order you want to ship and select the Buy Shipping button that appears next to it. Search Use Buy Shipping Services in Seller Central to learn more about buy shipping and availability. Buy shipping also helps ensure customers can return their orders without delay. In certain marketplaces, we'll authorize returns that align with Amazon's return policy and provide customers with prepaid return shipping labels on your behalf. You can use Safety Claims, also known as Seller Assurance for E-commerce Transactions Claims, to appeal our decision to issue a refund to a customer. To qualify for a safety claim, we must have already fully refunded the customer. To review a list of possible reasons you may be eligible for reimbursement, search for Reimbursement Policy for Prepaid Return Labels in Seller Central. If you'd like to file a safety claim, select the main menu icon, hover over Orders, and choose Manage Safety Claims. Select File a New Safety Claim. Enter the order ID for the return and click Check Eligibility. If the order is eligible, we'll ask you to select the reason that best describes the case for your reimbursement claim and to attach supporting documentation. For example, you might attach proof that we initiated a return for an item that was outside of the return window. After you submit the safety claim, we'll email you to let you know if we've received it. Aside from this notification, any discussion regarding the claim will take place on the Manage Safety Claims page. You now have the tools to help minimize claims and returns and provide a great experience to your customers. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store.
Welcome to the Dangerous Goods Learning Series. Did you know many dangerous goods can be sold on Amazon? This is why, as a seller, you are required to provide accurate information about your products. In this video, we will share some examples of common products that you may not know are dangerous goods. Many of these products can be found around your home. Let's go inside and take a look around. We will start in everyone's favorite room, the kitchen. The kitchen contains aerosols such as glass cleaner and cooking sprays. These items are categorized and regulated as dangerous goods because they contain compressed gas and can sometimes be flammable. Another product commonly found in kitchens are flavoring extracts. That's right, even flavoring extracts such as vanilla used in baking can be flammable. Now, let's walk into the bathroom to look at some health and beauty products. Perfume, nail polish, deodorant sprays, and even mouthwash containing alcohol are all examples of products that can be flammable. Also, your digital thermometers and the wireless speaker in your shower contain lithium batteries, which make them regulated products. And last but not least, hair dyes can be categorized and regulated as dangerous goods. Next, let's look at wireless and electronic items in the office. Lithium batteries in phones and laptops are categorized and regulated as dangerous goods. Lithium batteries are regulated because they can be dangerous when they are damaged, crushed, or short-circuited. Other office items that can be regulated as dangerous goods are correction fluid, air dusters, marker pens, and some high-strength glues because they can be flammable. Now to where we store everything else, the garage. Power tools such as cordless drills use lithium batteries and are regulated. Tire cleaners and degreasers keep wheels looking clean but are regulated as dangerous goods due to their flammability. Camping and sporting equipment are designed for fun but can be regulated as dangerous goods. Typical examples include butane canisters and battery-operated headlamps. Let's go outside to see what dangerous goods we can find here. First, let's take a look at the pool. Did you know that pool chemicals can be reactive and can be a dangerous good? Other products used outdoors, such as pesticides and weed killers, can be toxic or hazardous to the environment. Some items generally used while landscaping, such as lawnmowers that contain gasoline and lithium-powered leaf blowers, can also be dangerous goods. Oh, and here is the family dog Bailey. Products for Bailey such as flea, lice, and tick controls may be toxic and therefore are dangerous goods. Fireworks are entertaining, but they are considered an explosive. Let's talk about dangerous goods that are strictly prohibited from entering Amazon fulfillment centers. For example, spontaneously combustible products, toxic gases, products containing infectious substances, and explosives. Let's recap. Items categorized and regulated as dangerous goods are commonly found in homes, many of which can be sold in the Amazon marketplace. Items used in this video are common examples and do not include every regulated dangerous good. Amazon's Seller Help and Seller Central and videos on Seller University are a great resource for learning more, including links to information provided by regulatory authorities. Thank you for helping keep our communities and our customers safe.
Welcome to our training Order Defect Rate Policy. Account health metrics can help you measure and improve your customers' experiences and show how well you're complying with Amazon's selling policies. In this video, we'll provide an overview of one of these metrics, the Order Defect Rate, or ODR. We'll also share tips for maintaining a healthy ODR. To view your account health page, select the menu icon in the top left corner of Seller Central. Hover over Performance and select Account Health. Your overall account health is determined by 3 factors: customer service performance, policy performance, and shipping performance. When you maintain your performance targets across each of these factors, you help create a great customer experience. The Customer Service Performance section of your Account Health dashboard helps you measure how satisfied your customers are with the products and service you provide. This metric is determined by your account's ODR. An order has a defect if it results in negative feedback, an approved A to Z guarantee claim, or a credit card chargeback claim. Customer feedback is a key part of the Amazon experience and is considered negative if the customer leaves a product review of 2 stars or less. Feedback can help you quickly identify and address a problem with a product listing before your business is negatively impacted. An A to Z guarantee claim allows customers to ask Amazon to investigate a dispute related to an order. They can submit a claim if they feel you haven't properly addressed their negative experience according to your or Amazon's policies. A to Z guarantee claims help us regain valuable customer trust when the condition of a product or the timing of its delivery didn't meet expectations. To help prevent both negative feedback and A to Z guarantee claims, accurately represent your products using clear images and descriptions. Clearly describe the condition of your products. Confirm shipments in Seller Central before you reach the order's expected shipping date, and aim to confirm them as soon as you ship an order. Cancel out-of-stock orders and contact customers to let them know you can't fulfill their orders, and respond to customers' messages within 24 hours. Do your best to resolve any issues. The last factor that impacts your ODR is the number of credit card chargeback claims or chargebacks you receive. Chargebacks occur when the customer's order amount is refunded to their credit card due to a dispute or return. To help avoid chargebacks, fulfill orders with care by using adequate packaging and trackable shipping methods. For more information on chargebacks and how to respond to them, search for and review the Chargebacks Help page in Seller Central. To avoid restrictions on your seller-fulfilled offers, maintain an ODR of less than 1% of your total orders during a given 60-day period. For example, if you received 300 orders over the past 60 days, you should aim to receive less than 3 1- or 2-star ratings, A to Z guarantee claims, or chargeback claims. We recommend checking your ODR and overall account health performance at least once a week. For more information, search Order Defect Rate in Seller Central, or select Order Defect Rate on your account health page. You now have the tools to help you maintain an ODR that meets Amazon's targets. Thank you, and happy selling in the Amazon store. Welcome to our training on the late shipment rate, or LSR. Today we'll cover what the LSR is and how it affects sellers in the Amazon store. Let's start by defining LSR. LSR measures the percentage of orders where shipment confirmation occurs after the expected ship date. You can find the expected ship date in order details. It's important to note that LSR only applies to seller-fulfilled orders, also known as merchant-fulfilled, or MFN. To calculate your LSR, your total orders are divided by those that were ship confirmed late. So if you've had 100 orders in the last 10 days and 2 of them were shipped after the expected ship date, you'll have an LSR of 2%. Sellers must maintain an LSR under 4% to continue selling in the Amazon store. An LSR over 4% can result in account deactivation. To view your LSR, head to the Performance tab in Seller Central and select Account Health. In the Shipping Performance section, select Late Shipment Rate. On this page, you'll see your LSR calculated for the last 10 and 30 days. It's important to confirm orders by their expected ship dates so your customers can see their order status online. Confirming late can lead to negative customer experiences, increased claims, negative feedback, and customer contacts. If your LSR is in jeopardy, you may be notified and given 30 days to remedy the situation. If you do not take action, you could risk account deactivation. Now let's review some top tips for improving and maintaining your LSR. First, be sure you only list items you're able to ship by or before their expected ship date. Next, work with your carriers to ensure they will be able to pick up your packages and scan them on time. Finally, ensure you confirm shipments with valid tracking information as soon as you hand over packages to the carrier. It's also possible that your business has grown during your time in the Amazon store to the point where you need to hire more staff to stay on top of orders. Create a daily reminder to check for and prepare orders. Making this a part of your daily routine can help you always ship on time. You can also use Amazon's Buy Shipping services to simplify the shipping process and remove your need to confirm shipping. To learn more about Amazon Buy Shipping services, search for Buy Shipping in Seller University. Preparing for increased order volume during key sales periods like the run-up to holiday seasons can help you maintain a healthy LSR. Finally, always check your account health dashboard regularly for notifications. This concludes our training on the late shipment rate. Thank you, and happy selling in the Amazon store. Welcome to our training on the late Welcome to our training on the cancellation rate. Today we'll cover what this policy is and how it affects you as a seller in the Amazon store. Cancellations are a normal part of almost every sales operation and happen for a variety of reasons. Your cancellation rate measures all seller-canceled orders as a percentage of your total orders during a 7-day time period. This includes only the order and item cancellations that you initiate. Pending orders or items canceled by your customer directly on Amazon do not count towards your cancellation rate. To view your cancellation rate, head to the Performance tab in Seller Central and select Account Health. In the Shipping Performance section, select Pre-Fulfillment Cancel Rate. Here, you'll see your cancellation rate for the past 7 days. To maintain an active selling account, you'll need to keep your cancellation rate under 2.5%, as higher rates can result in deactivation. This metric affects your access to other features like premium shipping. To access premium shipping, your cancellation rate must be under 0.5%. Now, let's discuss the different types of cancellations in the Amazon store and how they can affect you. If a buyer raises a standard cancellation request, it won't negatively impact your cancellation rate. However, if the buyer raises a non-standard cancellation request for reasons related to your listing or offer, your cancellation rate could be negatively impacted. If you, as the seller, raise a cancellation request, it will negatively impact your cancellation rate. Whether you cancel due to an out-of-stock item, an undeliverable address, or an unresponsive buyer, self-canceling an order will have a negative impact on your cancellation rate and account health. Out-of-stock items are the most common reason for sellers to cancel orders. While we understand that stockouts happen, we expect sellers to minimize these issues. Let's explore some tips for maintaining and improving your cancellation rate. First, only list items in your possession. Listing items you don't have on hand can cause cancellations, as you may not be able to fulfill the order in time. You should also keep an eye on your stock levels, especially if you sell in multiple channels. Canceling an order when a product is out of stock can often lead to negative feedback. To help, you can increase the frequency of your inventory updates from monthly to weekly or weekly to daily, for example. Be sure to dedicate inventory specifically for Amazon listings. Selling in multiple stores can get complicated, so dedicating inventory specifically to your Amazon listings can help avoid stock issues and cancellations. Finally, be sure to keep pricing accurate at all times. Canceling an order due to an accidentally low price can result in negative feedback and hurt your cancellation rate. So what should you do if the buyer's provided address is undeliverable? If you haven't shipped the order yet, you can contact the buyer through buyer-seller messages. You can request they cancel the order and place a new one with the correct or updated address. Or, what if you need more details to fulfill the order and the buyer is unresponsive? If you haven't shipped the order yet, you can cancel the order and contact the Amazon Seller Support Team to explain why the order was canceled. This concludes our training on the cancellation. Welcome to the video on creating an effective plan of action. If your account or listings are deactivated, specific actions may be needed to bring your product listing or account in compliance with Amazon policies. Please refer to instructions in the relevant performance notifications and account health section in Seller Central to find specific enforcement-related actions and potential next steps. For an account deactivation, submit an appeal by locating the specific notification in the Performance Notifications section. For listing level violations, submit an appeal in Account Health under the Performance tab. Please make sure to log into the marketplace, example US or Canada or Mexico, where the deactivation or violation occurred to submit an appeal. A plan of action, or a POA, gives Amazon confidence that you will address the identified issue and help us make a reinstatement decision on your account or listing by considering a holistic perspective of your specific situation. First, let's dive into a plan of action, which typically includes the following 3 elements. Identify the root cause of the issue or identify the problem that led to the account deactivation or policy violation. Explain the actions you have already taken to resolve the issue for your customers. Provide a solution so the issue will not happen again in the future. Do's of a plan of action. 1. Be clear and concise. Your plan of action should be factual and direct. Focus on the facts and events that caused the issue. 2. Provide an explanation for all issues. Some deactivations can be the result of a combination of issues. For example, a high order defect rate can arise from negative feedback and undelivered orders. You must provide a response for each root cause in your plan of action. 3. Include supporting evidence for all items. Make sure you submit supporting evidence for all of the products or ASINs that are under review. You can find the list of products at the bottom of your original notification. Make sure to check the time frame requested for the documents, as some require invoices from the last 365 days. 4. Highlight areas in your supporting documents. You can make your response more relevant by circling or highlighting the areas within your documents that are most important, such as ASINs, supplier details, for example, name and supplier website, or clauses within your terms and conditions. Don'ts of a plan of action. 1. Don't recycle an old POA or resubmit a previous appeal if your account or listing is deactivated for the same reason. Try to understand if the root cause has changed or consider implementing alternative solutions. Only submit a POA that addresses the issues for the current enforcement. 2. Don't have your account manager or an outside agency write a POA on your behalf. You will address the issue. You are best positioned to understand your business and identify solutions. 3. You do not need to provide an introduction of your product, business, or customer. 4. It is ideal to not include questions or references to ongoing support cases in your submission. 5. Emotive language should not be used. Focus on the facts and how you plan to address the issues. 6. Don't focus on what happened in the past or provide short-term or reactive solutions to the issues. Understand what went wrong and use that information to identify solutions to prevent the same issue from happening again in the future. 7. It is not recommended to list all possible solutions and things you will do in the future. A POA should be specific and highlight steps you have already taken to address the issue. Here is a summary of all do's and don'ts we discussed. Sometimes you may be required to send supporting documentation along with your plan of action. For example, invoices or other supply chain documentation may be requested for certain policy violations or customer complaints. You should always keep invoices and any other relevant records for all of your products sold on Amazon. Invoices must be clearly identifiable and must include the details, like your name and address, supplier's name, address, and phone number. It can be beneficial to add supplier information within the appeal in order to help investigators verify the distributor's supplier credibility. Include details like issue date, invoice number, quantity of inventory, product names, ASIN. If the ASIN in question is not clearly identifiable from the invoice line description, you can highlight the line item for the ASIN that is under review and rescan the invoice to submit. This will help eliminate confusion and expedite the review process. Make sure that image quality of all documents are clear, not grainy, not cut off, and all your information matches the information you have entered in Seller Central. You may obscure pricing information, and you are encouraged to highlight the item under review. If your invoice does not meet these requirements, please tell us when you submit your appeal and explain why you are not able to supply an invoice in the required format. We will consider this information during the review process. This wraps up our video on creating an effective plan of action. Thank you, and happy selling on Amazon! Welcome to our training on Amazon Anti-Counterfeiting Policy Compliance. The tips we'll share in this video don't take the place of legal advice, so remember to consult a lawyer if you have any specific anti-counterfeiting or intellectual property questions. When you list products in the Amazon store, you'll need to comply with all applicable laws and Amazon policies. One of these policies is the Amazon Anti-Counterfeiting Policy, which helps ensure that all products in the Amazon store are authentic. When you sell in the Amazon store, you agree that all of your products are authentic. Some examples of inauthentic or counterfeit products include bootlegs, fakes, pirated copies of products or content, products that have been illegally replicated, reproduced, or manufactured, and products that infringe on another party's intellectual property rights. To help avoid selling counterfeit and inauthentic products, we recommend sourcing your products from a reliable supplier and verifying that they're authentic before you list them. In certain cases, an Amazon selling partner will list an authentic product, but customers or other sellers might think it's inauthentic. To help avoid this misunderstanding, we recommend listing and shipping products in the manufacturer's original packaging and refraining from altering or removing the brand's packaging, which contains important product information. Let's review an example of a product listing that doesn't comply with our anti-counterfeiting policy. A seller lists a handbag in the Amazon store. On its product detail page, the seller notes that the handbag is from brand ABC. A customer sees the product listing, notices the brand name product's low price, and makes a purchase. When the handbag arrives, the customer discovers that the handbag isn't one of the brand's authentic products and contacts Amazon. In this example, the seller has violated the Amazon anti-counterfeiting policy. Sellers who don't comply with this or other selling policies may experience the following. The listings that are in violation may be suspended. Their funds may be withheld in accordance with applicable laws or Amazon's funds withholding policy. Their FBA product inventory may be removed or disposed of in accordance with applicable laws or Amazon's Business Solutions Agreement. And their selling account may be either suspended or deactivated. When you and other sellers comply with the anti-counterfeiting policy, you help ensure customers can trust the products they buy in the Amazon store. To review the Amazon anti-counterfeiting policy, search for Anti-Counterfeiting Policy in Seller Central. This concludes our training on how to comply with the Amazon anti-counterfeiting policy. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store. Welcome to the training on how to respond to an anti-counterfeit performance notification. When listing products on our store, you must comply with all applicable laws and Amazon policies. It's important to note that the information contained in this training does not constitute legal advice, and you should consult a lawyer if you have any specific product anti-counterfeiting questions. Authenticity-related performance notices indicate your account has violated the Amazon anti-counterfeiting policy. Performance notifications are displayed in Seller Central's Performance Notifications page. If you receive a performance notification, you should address the behavior described in the notification. If you want to submit an appeal, you should submit this as soon as possible. Please be aware that it's a violation of Amazon policy to open a new account if you have an active violation on an already existing account. How to submit an appeal. When you submit an appeal for either a listing deactivation or an account deactivation due to anti-counterfeiting policy violation, you will be required to submit copies of invoices from your suppliers. These invoices must have been issued in the last 365 days and display the issue date. Include all of the ASINs requested and highlight the ASINs next to the line item for clarity. Be issued before the performance notification date. Reflect your sales volume during the last 365 days. Show the same shipping address as the address listed on your Seller Central account. Contain the contact information of your supplier, including name, phone number, address, and website. We will protect the privacy of this information. And be of a quality where all the information is clearly visible. We don't accept invoices that have been digitally manipulated or tampered with. You may remove the pricing information from these invoices, but all other information must remain visible. We will use this documentation to verify the authenticity of your product. If you believe that you have received a product authenticity and quality performance notification in error, please submit an explanation with your appeal, and we will investigate your concern. To submit an explanation, scroll to the bottom of the account reactivation page or listing reinstatement page. Click the Please Provide an Explanation Here link. In the text box that appears, provide an explanation of why your account or listing should not be deactivated and click Next. Upload any supporting documents along with your explanation by either drag and dropping or selecting the files. The supporting documents can be invoices, receipts, or letters of authorization from brand owners. Once all of the documents have been uploaded, click Submit. Once you have gathered all your documents, sign into your Seller Central account. Go to the Performance tab and choose Account Health. To reinstate a listing that has been deactivated, go to your Account Health dashboard. Scroll down to Policy Compliance. Click on the compliance violation where you will be taken to the Product Policy Compliance page. Click Appeal next to the policy violation. This will take you to the Reinstate Your Listing page. You can also get to the Reinstate Your Listing page by going to Performance tab and choose Performance Notifications, where you will find a list of all of your notifications. Click on the Performance notification. Ensure that you read all of the information in the notification carefully. Click Appeal next to the Performance notification. You will be taken to the Reinstate Your Listing page, where you will submit the requested documents. To reactivate a deactivated account, click the Reactivate Your Account button in the top right-hand corner of the Account Health dashboard page. This will take you to the Reactivate Your Account page. Similar to Reinstate Your Listing, you can also get to the Reactivate Your Account page by going to Performance tab and choosing Performance Notifications. And, as in the listing reactivation, click on the Performance notification. Make sure that you read all of the information in the notification carefully. To appeal the Performance notification, click Appeal next to the Performance notice, where you will be taken to the Reactivate Your Account page. We will now take a look at the documents we discussed at the beginning of this training. These are the documents that you must submit to reinstate your account or listing. Before you upload the documents in either the Reinstate Your Listing page or Reactivate Your Account page, check that they meet the requirements. The issue date is visible. The product name is visible on all documents. Sales volume of the product is reflected for the last year. Your supplier's information is provided. Don't forget to select the checkboxes once you have confirmed that your documents meet the specific requirements. Upload your documents by either drag and dropping or selecting the files. Once all of the documents have been uploaded and the checkbox is checked, click Submit. What happens after an appeal is submitted? Once you have submitted an appeal, we will review your documents. Please note that we may reach out to the supplier to verify information, but you can be assured that we will always maintain strict confidentiality of your supplier's information. If your appeal is successful, your listing will be reinstated, and if your account was deactivated, it will once again be active. Remember that you can view the anti-counterfeiting policy by going to Seller Central's homepage. Type Anti-Counterfeiting Policy in the search field located in the top right corner of the page. This concludes our training. Welcome to our training on Amazon's Product Detail Page Policy Compliance. When you sell in the Amazon store, you must comply with all applicable laws and Amazon policies. The Product Detail Page policies are in place to ensure that customers have a clear and consistent buying experience. They also ensure that only one unique product is on a single product detail page. The Product Detail Page policies require that all sellers comply with store-style guides, accurately describe and categorize products, make sure that variations are only added to the product when appropriate, create new detail pages for new products or versions. They also require that sellers don't duplicate a product detail page where one already exists for a product, don't include inappropriate content, links, contact information, requests for reviews, or any advertising on their product detail pages, and don't add details that infringe upon the IP rights of any third party. Our policies also do not allow for the incorrect modification of detail pages. We only allow detail page updates that improve the detail page. This includes improving the accuracy of the content or making the content grammatically correct. Accordingly, we consider a detail page to be incorrectly modified when, as a result of changes to a listing, the product is no longer accurately described or is described less accurately than it was before the change. As an example, let's consider any company trading who aren't in compliance with the product detail page policy. Any company trading lists a branded handbag in the Amazon store. While they don't own the brand, they have appropriate documentation to sell this branded bag. Once listed, any company trading returns to their listing. Hoping to promote their name to customers, they update the detail page to include their own name, any company trading, in the ASIN title, as well as in the product description. Any company trading is not in compliance with Amazon's detail page policy, as they changed the information on the product's detail page, making the branded handbag's title and description inaccurate. It's important to remember that failure to comply with any of Amazon's policies may impact your ability to sell in the Amazon store. You can review our product detail page policies by going to Seller Central's homepage and typing Product Detail Page Rules into the search field. Note that the information contained in this module doesn't constitute legal advice, and you should consult a lawyer to ensure that you have appropriate checks and procedures in place. This concludes our training on Amazon's product detail page policy compliance. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store. Welcome to our training on Amazon's product detail page policy compliance. When you sell in the Amazon store, you must comply with all applicable laws and Amazon policies. The product detail page policies are in place to ensure that customers have a clear and consistent buying experience. They also ensure that only one unique product is on a single product detail page. The product detail page policies require that all sellers comply with store-style guides, accurately describe and categorize products, make sure that variations are only added to the product when appropriate, create new detail pages for new products or versions. They also require that sellers don't duplicate a product detail page where one already exists for a product, don't include inappropriate content, links, contact information, requests for reviews, or any advertising on their product detail pages, and don't add details that infringe upon the IP rights of any third party. Our policies also do not allow for the incorrect modification of detail pages. We only allow detail page updates that improve the detail page. This includes improving the accuracy of the content or making the content grammatically correct. Accordingly, we consider a detail page to be incorrectly modified when, as a result of changes to a listing, the product is no longer accurately described or is described less accurately than it was before the change. As an example, let's consider any company trading who aren't in compliance with the product detail page policy. Any company trading lists a branded handbag in the Amazon store. While they don't own the brand, they have appropriate documentation to sell this branded bag. Once listed, any company trading returns to their listing. Hoping to promote their name to customers, they update the detail page to include their own name, any company trading, in the ASIN title, as well as in the product description. Any company trading is not in compliance with Amazon's detail page policy, as they changed the information on the product's detail page, making the branded handbag's title and description inaccurate. It's important to remember that failure to comply with any of Amazon's policies may impact your ability to sell in the Amazon store. You can review our product detail page policies by going to Seller Central's homepage and typing Product Detail Page Rules into the search field. Note that the information contained in this module doesn't constitute legal advice, and you should consult a lawyer to ensure that you have appropriate checks and procedures in place. This concludes our training on Amazon's product detail page policy compliance. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store. Maintaining your seller account health is important to successfully selling on Amazon. The health of your selling account depends on performance metrics and policy compliance, which we will cover later in this video. To track your account health, refer to the Account Health section under the Performance tab in Seller Central. This will show if you have any listing violations, listings that have been deactivated, listings that are at risk of deactivation, and also account-level actions taken. In this video, we will provide an overview of what account deactivation and listing level violations are, why Amazon takes these actions, and how you should address them. Account and listing level deactivations are used to help create a trustworthy shopping experience on Amazon. They help protect customers, brands, and our selling partners from fraud and abuse. Account or listing level deactivations are usually a temporary action that limit your ability to sell on Amazon. These actions are taken when Amazon identifies one or more policy violations. If an account or listing deactivation or listing level violation is not addressed, it may lead to permanent deactivation of your selling privileges on Amazon. To avoid account deactivation or listing level violation from happening, you should ensure that you are adhering to selling practices in accordance with Amazon's policies and business solutions agreement. In addition, you should closely monitor your account health in Seller Central. You can find relevant performance metrics and notifications for account deactivations and listing level violations under the Performance tab in Seller Central in the Account Health section. The Account Health section shows performance metrics and listing level violations. You are expected to monitor your performance metrics and appeal any listing level or account violations that appear in the Account Health. If these are not successfully appealed, your account may be deactivated in accordance with your performance metric targets. Account health is divided into three sections: customer service performance, product policy compliance, and shipping performance. Customer service performance. This consists of order defect rate, ODR, and invoice defect rate, IDR. Let's dive into each one of them. Order defect rate is a key measure of your ability to provide a good customer experience. It includes all orders with one or more defects represented as a percentage of total orders during a given 60-day time period. The following are the three types of order defect rate: negative feedback rate, A to Z guarantee claim rate, and credit card chargeback rate. This issue most often stems from a buyer who didn't receive an order, or the product the buyer ordered is damaged when it was delivered. You can download the report to view specific violations if you have an account level or listing level violation due to a high order defect rate, ODR. Viewing this report may help you create a plan of action for reinstatement, which will be explained in detail in creating an effective POA video. The invoice defect rate, IDR, is all orders from Amazon business customers for which an invoice was not uploaded within 1 business day after shipment as a percentage of total orders from Amazon business customers. Amazon business customers expect invoices for tax and accounting purposes. In order to provide invoices to customers, you may activate the VAT calculation service within Seller Central and let Amazon issue invoices on their behalf at no cost. Recommended. Alternatively, invoices can be uploaded automatically via a third-party solution provider or manually via the Manage Orders page. We recommend that sellers maintain an invoice defect rate under 5% in order to provide a good customer experience. However, there is no penalty for not meeting the performance target at this time. Product policy compliance. This page in the Account Health tab contains all listing level violations. It is important that you appeal all violations through this portal on the Next Steps column. Listing level actions may be taken due to third-party violations, including intellectual property rights owners, buyers, and Amazon. The Product Policy Compliance page tracks the following violations: suspected intellectual property violations, received intellectual property violations, product authenticity customer violations, product condition customer violations, product safety customer violations, listing policy violations, restricted product policy violations, customer product reviews policy violations, Shipping performance. This measures your late shipment rate. The target is under 4%. Cancel rate before fulfillment and target is under 2.5%. And valid tracking rate and target is over 95%. If your late shipment rate or cancel rate are out of target, your selling account may be deactivated. The Performance Notifications tab shows all of the account deactivation and listing level violation messaging, including your appeals and Amazon's replies to your appeals. It is important to understand what caused your account deactivation or listing level violation and what is needed to move forward. Carefully read your account deactivation or listing level violation notification to understand the reason and determine the root cause of the issue. When appealing, be sure to provide all the information and documentation requested in the performance notification. For some account deactivation or listing level violations, you may need to provide documentation verifying your identity, business documents, or invoices. It is important to ensure that you have correctly entered your business name and address in the Account Information tab under Settings. This helps in the verification of your identity, and this process also helps you navigate the appeal process more easily. If you operate multiple businesses, you may enter multiple addresses and business names accordingly. The notification informing you that your listing or account has been deactivated will include two parts: why the listing or account is deactivated, including the reason for deactivation; what is needed to appeal. Most often, you need to send a plan of action that explains the root cause, the actions you've taken to resolve the issue, and what you've done to ensure this issue won't happen in the future. We hope this video was helpful. Thank you, and happy selling on Amazon. Welcome to our training on Amazon's variation policy. When you sell in the Amazon store, you must comply with all applicable laws and Amazon policies. You can find our variation policy by going to Seller Central's homepage and typing ASIN Creation Policy into the search field. On the ASIN Creation Policy page, scroll down until you see the variation policy. Product variations are sets of products that are related to one another by an attribute such as size, color, or flavor. These products can be grouped together on one detail page. A product variation relationship is often called a parent-child relationship. We have certain criteria that must be met for a product to be variation eligible. All products in the variation relationship must be fundamentally the same. For example, the same shirt but in a different color. Vary in only a few specific ways, such as color and size, be expected to be found on a single product detail page, and be able to share the same title. We consider the following examples to violate our variation policy: changing the child product's detail page so it doesn't match the parent product listed, changing the parent product's detail page so it no longer matches the child product listed, and adding a multi-pack as a variation when the multi-pack was not created by the manufacturer. Failure to comply with Amazon's variation policy may result in account deactivation. Let's take a look at any company's listing. Any company listed a cell phone charging cable and a portable charger as variations of the same listing. Any company isn't complying with the variation policy because even though the products are related, they shouldn't be listed on the same detail page. As a reminder, more information on our variation policy can be found on the Amazon ASIN Creation Policy help page. This concludes the variation policy training. Thank you, and happy selling in the Amazon store. Welcome to our training on how to respond to a product variation performance notification. When listing products in the Amazon store, you must comply with all applicable laws and Amazon policies. Product variation performance notifications indicate your account has violated one or more Amazon variation policies. Please be aware that it's a violation of Amazon policy to open a new account if you have an active violation on an existing account. If you receive a performance notification, immediately correct the behavior described in the notification. If you want to submit an appeal, you should submit this as soon as possible. If your account has been deactivated because of a variation policy violation, you'll be asked for a plan of action. Search for Plan of Action in the search field on Seller Central or Seller University to find out more information. Once you've gathered all the information needed for your plan of action, sign into your Seller Central account. Hover over the Performance tab and choose Performance Notifications. Click on the Performance notification. Make sure you read all of the information in the notification carefully. Click Appeal next to the notification. You'll be taken to the Reactivate Your Account page. You can also get to this page if you click the Reactivate Your Account button in the top right corner of the Account Health dashboard. On the Reactivate Your Account page, enter the root cause of the variation issue, the actions you've taken to resolve the issue, and the steps you've taken to prevent the issue from occurring again. Then click Next. You may upload supplemental information if you would like, but it's not required. Finally, click Submit. If you believe you've received a variation performance notification in error, scroll to the bottom of the Account Reactivation page. Click the Please Provide an Explanation Here link. In the text box that appears, provide an explanation of why your account shouldn't be deactivated and click Next. You may upload supplemental information if you would like, but it's not required. Finally, click Submit. If your appeal is successful, your account will be reactivated. Remember that you can view the product variation policy by going to the Seller Central homepage. Type ASIN Creation Policy in the search field. Scroll down the ASIN Creation Policy page until you see the variation policy. This concludes the training on how to respond to a product variation performance notification. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store.